Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, September the 6th, 2013. Thanks for stopping by because we're going to do a lot of eBay discussion today, some PayPal too. And as always, we're going to start with a rehash of your comments and observations from last week's video. Because you guys always have some good stuff to contribute. And what I've done is I've selected some of the best comments for review. So let's get started right now. Last week we talked about calling eBay customer service and how we're all disgusted about getting sent over to the Philippines. Personally, I think it's out of control and it's just reprehensible. You guys all seem to agree. I don't think there was a single dissenting comment on that fact. We'd all like to see customer service in the USA. But one particular person wrote in this question. Hi Joe, do you ever raise your voice and express your dissatisfaction with eBay customer service? It'll be nice to hear about in the next video. Thanks for all your advice and examples. I never yell or scream when I'm talking to a phone rep, even if it's over in the Philippines. I have another little gimmick that I try, and I only do it as a last resort when I know beyond any doubt that I'm not getting anywhere with the person. And this only happens, of course, when I'm connected to the Philippines. What happens is, I'll get connected to them and they'll start in, hello Mr. Joe, how are you today? I know right away I'm sunk. But as the conversation goes on and on and on, it basically ends up like this. We cannot help you. I understand your problem, but we are not here able to help you. You must click the report a buyer button. And I'll say something like, I'll get real dramatic and I'll lower my voice and I'll say something like, okay, this is really, really bad. You have no idea how bad this is. I'm going to have to call John Donahoe himself and tell him about this. And I'll just listen. And there'll be silence on the other end. And you can see that the person has no idea who John Donahoe is. And they'll be looking through the papers and they'll come back with, thank you, Mr. Joe. Thank you very much for being a loyal eBay customer. We are so happy we are here to help you. I love throwing in a name of somebody at eBay, someone they should know but don't. And I have not yet met one representative from the Philippines who knew who John Donahoe was. I invite any one of you guys to use his name next time you call the Philippines. So my point basically is, it's amazing how the Philippine representatives have no idea as to the company they work for. They don't even know the name of the CEO. Next time, guys, do a little experiment. Say it. Say, I'm going to call John Donahoe. And they do not know who the heck you're talking about. All right. Let's move on to the next question. One guy wrote a question, geez, man, are you 2 feet from the road? Quite frankly, I am. And just to give you a little idea, I'm going to swivel the camera slightly now, just to the front window so you can see the traffic go by. I hate to swivel the camera and give anybody motion sickness. But that is the road. And you can see it's just a never-ending stream of traffic. Okay? So yeah. Now let's align it back the way I like it. Okay. Okay. As far as global shipping, I still have people complaining about that. I myself am not into global shipping. I'm not doing global shipping. There's nothing to be gained from it. But this one gentleman wrote in, yes, I've had nothing but trouble with global shipping. Now, after trying it for the 3rd time, I'm going to have to go through all my 100 plus listings, take it off, and then only give free shipping to the USA. And I agree with the guy. Global shipping and the Pitney Bowes controversy has only gotten worse. So many of you guys have written in, not just here from the USA, but overseas as well. eBay needs to step in and take control of this. Pitney Bowes is not doing a good job. Speaking about shipping rates, I want to talk a little bit about eBay's rates that they're charging us for post office shipping. I had one person write in about this, one of my subscribers. He sells shoes, and he says that when he buys his postage on eBay, a 1 pound 9 ounce box is $9.88 priority mail. However, if he tries to do the same item through the UPS site, he can get it for $7.48. And if he goes to his local USPS post office, it's $8.65. So it does appear eBay is overcharging. So he called up eBay customer service. Now, I don't know where he got. I don't know if he got Utah or the Philippines. He didn't say. But he does claim that eBay has acknowledged the situation, that there is a problem. However, they say there is nothing they can do about it. Again, I didn't call on this matter. One of my subscribers did, but I want to pass this information to you guys. One person wrote in this comment, 3 points if you can discuss sometime, please. His first point is eBay owns PayPal, so why do they both take a cut of your money when you sell something? Well, guys, because they can. Simple as that. They get the traffic. You know, they've got, I don't want to say stranglehold, but, you know, I wish they didn't. I don't want to pay double, but that's the way it's rigged up. His second point, buyers losing eBay buyer protection cases for opening too many cases, yet all the bad sellers cause this, not sending the item not as described. And that couples with his third point, which is he's saying he lost his eBay buyer protection because he himself has opened too many cases against sellers. If I may just read this little statement he wrote briefly, you'll understand a little better. I have lost my eBay buyer protection as I have bought about 300 items since about the end of May and have opened about 10 cases for item not received. 2 cases from the same person who did not send the item or respond to the case. Most other cases, the seller didn't even respond to the case as they did not even send the item. Now I cannot open any more cases for item not described or not received. Guys, have any of you experienced this? This is something I've never heard of myself. eBay stopping you from opening any more cases. I myself rarely open up a case. Okay? I would like to know if you guys do, and if so, have you encountered this? Here's an interesting problem that cropped up in the sports cards forums. Actually, it happened on eBay. It happened to one of my good friends. But it's happened to quite a few people with sports cards, and maybe it's happened to you guys. You'll see a desirable sports card listed for 99 cents, and you'll bid on it through the auction format. The auction will end with you as the winner. You won a nice autograph or a nice jersey card for 99 cents. Plus whatever the shipping is, you know, $3, which is a great deal. But the seller then refuses to honor your bid. And he contacts you through eBay and says, I am not selling you this card. I will not sell it for 99 cents. I was hoping to get a lot more. That is against eBay rules. If that happens to you guys, you need to report that guy. Sadly, eBay cannot make him sell you the card. Alright? You can report that and you can leave him negative feedback, and in my humble opinion, somebody like that deserves negative feedback. Alright? He should sell you the item if you're the high bidder. And he should not say, I want more money, and try and extort it from you. That just happens to somebody in the card community couple of days ago. It was brought to my attention and they asked me to mention it, and that's what I'm doing. Now, let's move on to some new topics. Here's something that's happened to me quite a few times in my eBay career, and it just happened again recently. And I'd like to know if it's happened to any of you guys, or is it just me? And it's the freakiest thing. I'll sign on to eBay, and I'll see there's a message in my messages. Anytime I see a message, I get nervous, because it's never good news, alright? So, I'll open the message, and it'll be from an eBayer. And he'll say something like this. I just got those hubcaps you sent me. Man, they are junk. You sent me crap. How dare you send me garbage like that? Either you give me my money back right now, or you send me the hubcaps that I bid on. Now, I have no idea what he bid on. But I can tell he's going to be real hostile about it, and this is going to be a problem. So I'll write back to him and I'll say, hold up, big guy. What items did you bid on? Just tell me and I'll check for you right now. And then he'll write back something like, the Chevy Corsica hubcaps. The Chevy Corsica hubcaps you sent me are junk. And I'm thinking to myself, Chevy Corsica? I haven't sold those for months. That was months ago. And I wrote back, I do give money back in 2 weeks, but that was over 2 months ago. And he wrote back, don't worry about it. I just called my credit card company and I'm disputing the transaction. I'll be sending them back to you tomorrow. All right? So now I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm just starting to get frantic because I don't know what the hell the guy's talking about. Plus, I know that there's a neg. There's going to be a neg buzzing around somewhere here because this guy's pissed off real bad. So I write back to him again. Listen to me. I write back to him after checking every one of my sales for the last 2 months. I said to him, listen to me. I have checked all my sales for the last 2 months. I didn't even sell any Corsica hubcaps. Are you sure you bought them from me? Just tell me the invoice number on the invoice I sent you, or could you at least tell me the address that they came from? Did they come from Hubcap Joe, Oradell, New Jersey? About an hour or two, I get a letter back from the guy. My apologies. I contacted the wrong vendor. After all that, then he has the absolute gall to say, by the way, do you have any hubcaps for a Corsica that you could sell me? Do you think I'm going to want to deal with this loose cannon? But my point is, guys, do you ever get unhappy bidders that contact you, get loud and get mean, thinking they bought the item from you even though they never did? This has been an ongoing problem. It's not a common problem. It doesn't happen every week. It doesn't even happen every month, but it does happen. For a while, it was happening pretty steady a few years ago, and I never did figure out why. You know, I had this one guy, he was so irate, he called me on the phone, and he was cursing me out with the F word. Questioning my parentage and everything else, and I said, calm down. I said, look at the invoice in your hand. What does it say? And he's screaming. It says Hubcap Joe. Hubcap Joe. I said, it doesn't say Hubcap Joe. I'm him. Where'd you get my number from? I said to him. He goes, off the internet. I said, what does it say on the invoice? Oh, wait a minute. You're right. You're right. It does say, and he comes up with another hubcap salesman out in California. But has this ever happened to any of you guys where a person bids on something and buys it from another eBay seller and is unhappy and mistakenly thinks it's you? It's happened to me over the years. I thought that would be an interesting topic and maybe you guys would have some input on that. All right. Remember, your questions are going to determine the topics of next week's video. So that all has to hinge on what you comment on below. And everybody's welcome to comment, pro or con, I don't care. But I noticed something really weird in last week's video. Just yesterday, I was going back over the comments so I could make my notations, as to who I wanted to include, what comments. And I saw at least 5 or 6 comments have been removed by the user. I would like to know why you 5 or 6 people did that. Now, it's got me so curious that I've decided to go back and compare my incoming mail with those comments to see exactly who did it. Alright? I'm not going to name you right now, but I want to know why. Why would anybody remove a comment? It's important that you tell me why. Alright? I need to know that. So, if you were one of those 5 or 6 people, and I haven't gone through all the names yet, it's possible one guy did it 2 times, removed this comment twice. I need to know why. Alright? It's important. But anyway, that's really all I have to talk about right now. I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. Please address anything I spoke about today, or you may start a new comment thread if you want below, and we'll jump on that next week. And that day, of course, will be Friday. And that's it. It's great to have a place where we can commiserate the pros and cons of eBay and PayPal. And also, 2 more quickie points, if I may. It is exactly 1 year ago, this week, that I went to eBay on location and saw some of you good people. And given that, there's another anniversary coming up in a couple of weeks. My 1 year anniversary on PayPal. And I will be doing a full PayPal video in a few weeks. A 1 year review on PayPal. Positive and negative. Hope you're there for that too. Thanks for watching. Rock on, guys. Comments. See ya.